You thought you found the one, not just someone you liked, not just someone you were seeing. You believed you found your woman, the kind who would stand by you, respect you, and love you genuinely. For a while it seemed real. The smiles were there. The warmth, the care, the way she spoke about the two of you. On the surface, everything appeared perfect. But deep down, something never felt solid. That quiet unease in your chest wasn't insecurity. It wasn't overthinking. It was your intuition nudging you, saying, "Pay attention." Real love doesn't make you feel like you're constantly bracing for impact. It doesn't feel like you're performing for a role you already earned. And if you felt empty even when she said she loved you, that emptiness wasn't confusion. It was truth quietly warning you before it had to shout. Love can't be faked forever. Pretenses crack. Masks eventually slip. When love isn't real, signs appear. That's why you're here. You're not here by chance. Today we're going to explore 5 signs she never truly loved you. Seeing them clearly allows something important to happen. You stop blaming yourself. You stop replaying every conversation, every misstep, every what if. You finally see her for who she really was, not who you hoped she would become. This isn't about bitterness. It's about clarity, and clarity brings freedom. Welcome back. My name is Harold. This is The Hidden Code, a place for men who want to understand relationships and grow through practical psychology. No fluff, no feel-good nonsense, just real-world insights you can apply. Let's dive in. The first sign she never really loved you is harsh but straightforward. She never truly valued you as a man. Understand this. Love isn't just an emotion, it's recognition. A woman who truly loves you doesn't just notice what you do. She recognizes who you are. Your presence, your calm energy, your quiet confidence, your grounded nature, she notices it all. When she connects to that, she relaxes. She respects your silence. She trusts your direction without constant reassurance. But with her, that never really happened. No matter what you did, it was never enough. You could achieve great things and she'd still ask what's next, not because of high standards, but because she wasn't truly valuing you. She valued what you could give, not who you were. I once worked with a man, Daniel, successful, driven, built his own business. He told me, I gave her everything, trips, gifts, weekends together. I was always there for her. She never once said she was proud of me. That right there is the sign. I told Daniel she didn't fall for your energy. She fell for your effort. They aren't the same. When a woman is drawn to your energy, she doesn't keep score. She doesn't test your generosity like it's a subscription she can cancel. She feels safe with you. But when she ignores your energy, your strength becomes a threat. Your generosity feels expected. Your leadership feels controlling. Your effort seems insufficient. That's why you felt invisible, not occasionally unseen. Invisible consistently. She wasn't looking at you. She was looking at the lifestyle, the comfort, the benefits. Love doesn't work like that. Love values the person, not the service. Here, what most men miss. When you notice that lack of recognition, instinct pushes you to try harder, to give more, to prove yourself. That's where the problem begins. The moment you chase validation from someone who doesn't value you, you lose your frame. And once your frame is gone, respect follows. Think about it. Have you ever felt like no matter how much you gave, she never truly saw you? Hold on to that feeling. The second sign is just as hard. She never appreciated your effort. Appreciation isn't a simple thank you here and there. It's consistent. It changes how someone treats you. You gave, then you gave more. You were there for her when she needed support. You even apologized to keep peace even when you weren't wrong. You tried to be her rock, her safe place, her protector, her provider, and nothing changed. Her appreciation didn't grow. Her expectations did. That's not bad luck. That's a pattern. I worked with Michael, a loyal, solid man. He said, I thought if I loved her harder, if I showed my commitment more, she'd see my worth. That mindset destroys more men than rejection ever could. Overgiving doesn't inspire love, it creates entitlement. Love is an exchange, not an extraction. Two people leaning in, both investing. When one gives endlessly and the other only receives, polarity collapses. The man feels drained, respect fades, desire dies. Each time you overgave to someone who underappreciated you, you weakened your core. You shifted from being desired to being managed. Effort replaced presence. Love isn't proven by exhaustion. It's felt through balance, through mutual investment, through giving from fullness, not fear. The third sign is often overlooked. She never spoke about the future. Words can deceive, but energy doesn't. If she avoided the future, it wasn't uncertainty. It was clarity. She knew you weren't in it. Alex, another client, shared that she always said she loved being with him, but every time he mentioned marriage, moving in, or planning long-term, she laughed it off or changed the subject. That wasn't a coincidence. Her soul was already halfway out. A woman who truly loves bonds with your vision. She shares your dreams. She sees a future together. But when she avoids it, every future conversation feels vague or uncomfortable. She's keeping options open. She's not investing. She's occupying space. Someone can be physically present yet not choosing you. If she couldn't see you in her future, she was never loving you fully in the present. She was borrowing time, energy, stability. Borrowed connections have expiration dates. When the future is avoided, affection often becomes conditional. This is where manipulation quietly begins. Love can't be bought, but attention, validation, and intimacy can be. When you give from emptiness instead of wholeness, manipulation works effortlessly. A woman senses when a man gives from completeness versus when he gives to be chosen. Giving from wholeness amplifies attraction. Giving from emptiness creates attachment. Attachment kills desire. Sam, another client, noticed she was affectionate only after he bought her dinner or gifts. The next day she'd be distant. That's conditioning. Affection tied to rewards. Love shouldn't work like that. When every moment of warmth is earned, you start performing unconsciously. You anticipate moods, calculate effort, give expecting closeness. When it doesn't come, you give more. Men vanish inside relationships this way. True love isn't a reward system. It flows naturally toward presence, groundedness, calm authority, not wealth or labor. If she was warm only when you provided, she wasn't loving you. She was responding to your output. This dynamic rewires you if unnoticed. You associate love with effort, intimacy with sacrifice, affection with self-betrayal. It affects future relationships unless consciously addressed. Pause. Did you feel affection had a price? Conditional, earned, transactional. Name it. The final sign is the most revealing. It doesn't whisper. It appears when life gets difficult. When things aren't easy, when the lights go out, when you're not winning, she wasn't there. Real love doesn't vanish when challenges arise. It doesn't flinch when masks fall. It meets your pain with presence, not pressure. I worked with a man who lost his job. She stopped answering calls, claimed she needed space. That wasn't space. It was abandonment. A woman who loves your soul doesn't require perfection. She doesn't need constant success. She needs your honesty, humanity, and even brokenness. Energy doesn't vanish in hard times. It reveals itself. If she disappeared when you were down, she was never your partner. She was a passenger. She enjoyed the smooth ride but got off when it turned rough. Understanding this changes everything. You didn't lose love, you lost an illusion. Illusions hurt more than reality because we invest identity into them. When you stop internalizing her absence as failure, you reclaim your energy, frame, and direction. You stop asking, "What did I do wrong?" and start asking, "Why did I accept less than I deserved?" Love isn't about who stays when it's easy. It's about who shows up when your soul is exposed. That's where real connection starts. If you see yourself in this, if you're tired of repeating exhausting patterns and ready to rebuild from the inside, choose strength, boundaries, and clarity. Subscribe and join a community of men done chasing illusions, ready to live with purpose, self-respect, and grounded confidence. This isn't about becoming cold. It's about becoming solid. When your energy rises, everything shifts. The right woman isn't drawn to what you do. She's magnetized by who you are. It begins when you take the first step to reclaim your presence, your energy, and your life.